After this I looked, and there before me a door standing open in heaven, and the voice I had first heard speaking to me like a trumpet said, "Come up here. I will show you what must take place after this." At once I was in the Spirit, and there before me was a throne in heaven with someone sitting on it. And the one who sat there had the appearance of jasper and ruby. A rainbow that shone like emeralds encircled the throne. Right, so this is really interesting. This is Revelations 4, talking about the throne in heaven. It's interesting that from when I just read it, the voice spoke to John saying that, come up here, and I will show you what must take place after this. The imperative is that what must take place after this. Make no mistake about this. What has been prophesied in the scriptures, the Holy Scriptures, must take place. In fact, all of them have been materialized except the eschatological ending, which has not been materialized, and they will materialize as soon as the Lord Jesus comes back. All right. That's why it is so important you read the correct Holy Scriptures, because the only one that makes a difference is going to really makes things happen is the Holy Scriptures, the one that you hold. It really matters what book you read. That's the message, because if you read the wrong book, there is no way to get hold of God's revelations. So revelation in the Christian Bible, the voice of the angelic beings spoke to John in the end time revelations. Said, "I will show you what must take place." What must take place? At once I was in the Spirit. That is in the capital S. At once I was in the Spirit, And behold, a throne stood in heaven, with one seated on the throne. Thou he had the appearance of jasper and the carnelian, and around the throne was a rainbow, the appearance of emerald. So now let's break it down. Okay, so here's a rainbow that like emerald encircled the throne, etc. Jasper, ruby, emerald. These are precious stones signifying the glory of God and the radiance of God. The rainbow recalls God's covenant promise in Genesis 9:13-17. Rainbow has been much been abused by the worldly usage. Rainbow, in the true message of it, is God's covenant. Genesis 9, I have set my rainbow in the clouds. That will be the sign of God's covenant between me and the earth. I don't care what the modern message of rainbow is, but in the Bible, Genesis 9, is the rainbow speaks of God's covenant. That's the covenant of non-destruction of the world after Noah was rescued from the flood, he and his family and all the animals. And when they came out of the boat, Noah's ark, okay? So it is, so this is just showing God's faithfulness. What must take place reflects the faithfulness of God, okay? The covenant promise of God. Again, if you're not with in the covenant of God, it is just a sad story. It is just a sad human ending one day after you died, after you approached the deathbed, after you've gone to rest for eternity. And what kind of rest would that be? So that is a really, really important question. God is saying that my covenant will stand, and I will fulfill what all that I promised. That's a rainbow. That's a rainbow. And then again, you see in verse 1 I read you, "Come up, John, I will show you what must take place after this." Because John saw before him a door standing open in heaven. This is all happening in heaven. So this is a tremendous revelation of God to humankind through John. In fact, the whole book of Revelations must be read by everyone.